Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I was able to very crudely capture some weather pictures from space, real time. And what it is there are a number of weather satellites that NOAA puts up. Right now, there are only three that are active, and that's NOAA 15, NOAA 18, and NOAA 19. And they're constantly passing overhead in a non-geosynchronous, that's probably not the right word, but in other words, they're not always coming over the same area each pass. So you only get to hear them a couple of times a day at your particular location. So since I have been playing with my scanner and trying to capture some of the amateur radio satellites, I thought, well, while I got the X-Quarter program capturing stuff off of my scanner from satellites, I will put in the frequencies for those three satellites and see if I can capture something from them. Well, sure enough, there was a pretty good pass, meaning it was high on the horizon in my area this afternoon. It only got up to like 57, 60 degrees was the maximum height, and it was west of me, and it was high enough. Now, I didn't think this was going to work because number one, what you typically need to capture or to get a good capture of these images, you need to have a scanner with a wide intermediate frequency. Now I do have one of those. I do have a modified scanner that someone gave me that was modified specifically for capturing these NOAA satellite images. And they're in the range of 135 to 137 megahertz, thereabouts. But they're on specific frequencies. So I plugged in those three frequencies, set the scanner running, set my X-Quarter program monitoring, and I was able to capture a pass this afternoon. And I used this program. There's a couple of them, and I use this one here because I used to use this one a lot when I was into this, called WX2IMG. So a weather image to something that you can view on your computer. So it decodes this data that's coming from the satellite as it passes over. And it sounds like ba-dee, 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 ba-dee. That's what it sounds like. Not quite that tone, but anyway. And sure enough, I took that X-Quarter recording and I loaded that file into this program and it gave me an image. And somewhere I've got that image. First try. Well, no, actually, it was up by the third or fourth try. My problem was I was trying to get this program, which it will do if you get it set up right, to do all this capturing automatically. So you don't have to use another program like X-Quarter to capture the audio. It captures it automatically. It knows when the satellite is coming over. And many years ago, I had this working perfect. Plus, it will even post the images that it's processed to a website that you've designated. And I used to do that, and I get the website out there someplace. It's got a bunch of old images. Probably go look at those and tell me when I did this last. It's probably 20 years ago. So anyway, so I got an image by doing it kind of the convoluted way, in that I used X-Quarter to record the audio, and then I had this program bring that audio in and decode it after the fact. So here's my image. Not bad. This it came down in two pieces. One's the reverse of the other one, but here it is in this I believe the satellite passed about like here, right about here. And there I am in Florida, and it's a pretty darn good picture. And I didn't really do anything to touch it up except it was upside down, so I reversed it. I flipped it. That's all I did. And I can't, I mean, this is as good as the images, almost as good as the images I used to get 20 years ago when I had, number one, I had the correct antenna, and number two, I had this modified scanner, which I didn't use. And I surprised myself. Really, I surprised me. You see, here's Florida. Nice. There's Cuba. Pretty good. There's the Great Lakes. And here's all these clouds. I'm pretty impressed with myself that I could. It was so easy to set up. I had just amazed myself. And like I say, I haven't set up the program that WX2IMG. I haven't set it up to do it all automatically. And what it does is it listens, it knows when the satellites are coming in, it listens when they're supposed to come over, and it produces this image and then saves the image. And so you can just let it run and it'll, do its thing 24/7, which is what I used to have set up. And like I said before, it will post those images to a website of your choosing. So I may go set that website up again or find it, try to find it. If it even exists, it could be a website provider that's long gone. I have to pick up another one. Okay. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to try to answer them. I'm no expert, but I can guess at them. Okay, there we are. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.